Today's rant is on kids and teenagers. I hate both. Well, not necessarily hate, just some kids my age, which I'm a teenager, I'm 17, and kids younger than my age, that really annoy me. What is it with little kids these days who are around the age of 6 or 7 or 8 or something is always trying to act like they're a teenager? Like anytime they want something, it's either like a cell phone or something a teenager would want. I'm like, what the crap? Why are little kids into stuff that are not even appropriate, in my opinion, for their age group? When a guy or a girl is small, now if it's like a camera or something, that is fine. I don't mind that. Because, any kid at a certain age can get a camera. That's fine. But like other things, like they're too old for, like a laptop or something, I don't understand that. But anyways, and like they're always wanting something that like teenagers have. Little kids, in my opinion, should just get things like toys, and boys should get like toys and like toy dolls and laser swords, like little light up swords or toy guns, or anything that's like toys or a game they like to play, because that's what little kids do at that age. Or run around like, all wild and stuff, and little girls need dolls and shoes and all that stuff. But instead they're just wanting, little girls like that are just wanting things like cell phones and stuff. Why though? It just don't really seem appropriate to me for little kids to be getting spoiled at that young age, especially when they don't know how to use some of that technology. Now, I'm not saying all of them are like that, I'm just saying most. And their parents let them do that kind of stuff. And I also hate it how they always have the foul mouth. Why are little kids these days using cuss words? It's not right. Now let's go on to teenagers, who are even more annoying, more childish and stupid. Not all of them, but some. Teenagers these days, oh my god. This is why I'm kind of mad, because I gotta go back to school tomorrow, and I gotta deal with all this stupid stuff. But anyways, enough about me. Teenagers are just immature. Like, I hate it when they just have the worst attitudes. Like, when they're in a depressed, let's start out like, you'll walk up and say hi to them, and then they'll get the most hateful attitude or give you a dirty look or something, and they'll just walk off. Or when they're really depressed and sad about something, and a certain person tries to cheer them up, they get all pissed off and mad just because of that one person. But like when it's someone else, like their friend or something, they're okay with that. I'm like, what the crap? Why do you show favoritism like that? Like, if I'm ever depressed, I don't care who comforts me. As long as I know I have a person who cares about me, like, that's just messed up. The relationships in high school are just retarded. Like, when a girl is dating a guy, and he treats her like garbage, but she still wants to be with him, and he won't let her talk to no guys or anything. And yet, or she won't let him talk to no girls, and when they talk to people of the opposite sex, Like, if the guy talks to girls or the girl talks to guys, they get mad at each other and stuff like that. That is so retarded. Like, why would you want to be with someone who don't let you have your own freedom? I mean, when you're in a relationship, both of you all deserve to have your own individual freedom at certain points of the relationship. You can't just keep each other closed in all the time. It's annoying. I can't stand it when they're too obsessed with each other either, because they're always constantly up each other's asses. They always act like other people aren't there most of the time, and it's just annoying. And another thing I can't stand is the stupid sex jokes. They get so annoying so fast. Like, I don't see any of them funny. Like, why do teenagers have to cuss 24/7? And always have to use their cuss words in the sex jokes that they say? It always has something to do with a penis or a vagina or a girl's boobs or something like that. It's not funny. Like, two guys will be sitting there talking about it, or guys or girls, either one. And then all of a sudden, they start talking like, and just saying a bunch of other things that are sex related. And then all of a sudden, they start bursting out in laughter. What is so funny? You're not doing anything. Let alone even saying anything funny. So, I don't get it. What is so humorous about that? I find that so childish. And like, when they sit there and pick on certain people while they do it, that's even more annoying. And they laugh at certain things a certain person does. That's like, a certain person can walk in a different way, and then all of a sudden it's funny. Or a certain person can be in a certain position, or a certain person can be daydreaming, and all of a sudden it's funny. Like, I'm sitting here like, grow up. Now, I'm usually one of the quiet people. One of the people who always gets my work done. I do exactly whatever the teacher says, and I never talk back to them. But yet those other kids are so rude. Like, when the teacher's sitting there teaching, they literally turn their desk around like towards each other, and like literally talk like very loudly. And when the teacher tells them to calm down, they whisper, "Bitch," or something. That is just rude. And I also hate it when people complain about doing work. I mean, why do you think you're there at school? You're there to learn, get a good education, and to help you get successful in life. You're not there just to talk. I hate it when people complain about doing work. It's annoying. Like, we'll just sit there and have an assignment, and they'll complain, "This is too much." And then I also hate it when they say, "Oh, I'm not going to do this." And then what do? They do it anyways. Even after they complain they're not going to do it. And I also hated how they always start drama with each other. Like, they'll hear from someone that someone said something about them, or their relationship, or just something really stupid. And then all of a sudden, it's a big argument, and a person tries to act tough and talk tough, saying, "Oh, if she's going to say something again, I'm going to hit her upside her face." Or, "Oh, if that bitch says something to me again, she's going to get her butt whooped." Or, "Oh, if so-and-so says something to me, I'm going to kick their butts." But yet, when it comes down to the two people talking, the person never does anything they say, and they always make up an excuse as to try to get out of the drama. That is so stupid. Why would you sit there and try to act tough in front of everyone, but not consult the person, let alone actually try to end the drama along with the person that everyone says is starting drama with you? That makes it so much easier than just starting arguments and stuff. It's so stupid. And I also hated how their parents are just careless. Like, say one of them wanted to go to a party or a friend's house that was like literally across the town or something. The parents just act like they don't care and just let their kids run rampant in the streets, whether it's day or nighttime with friends. And yet, this is why they have all those attitudes and stuff. It's retarded. And I also hated how every time, like, I heard the other day, this really disturbed me. I saw a bunch of kids with their pants pulled down, sticking their asses through the window. What is so funny about that? That is disturbing, that is rude to the people in town, and that is just disturbing the peace. And then I overheard these two guys saying, oh, we should do that. I'm like, yeah, good luck with that. That is just immature and gross. And then I also hate it when they always complain about being sick or something, and then they get pissed off at the nurse because they can't go home. And they're like, oh, the nurse needs to die. She needs to go get run over. Like, they always get an attitude when the teacher or someone don't let them have their way. And get this, we have a program at my school where at the end of the 9 weeks when we take our end of course tests, I find this retarded. That if anyone has been there, like if a person has been there from the first semester all the way to the ending testing period, like taking your major, well, in my case, a 9 weeks test, like your final test for the semester, that they can only miss like 1 school day or miss no days at all in order to exempt the test and stay home, which means they're getting a free day from it. But yet, most of those people who actually are there every day at my school don't do their work at all. And yet, those are the kind of people who get to stay home, but the people who actually work really hard have to stay there all because they miss too many days. I find that so stupid. And I just hate it, like when they don't do work at all. They just have to take credit for other people's work by copying. It's just really annoying. Let's see, what else do I find that is really annoying? Like, teenagers just act immature. Every time they have a conversation with each other. I also hate it when every time a certain girl, she'll either talk about her relationship with a guy, or just talk about a certain guy over and over and over again. It's so annoying. We don't care about your relationship with so-and-so. When I want to have a conversation, I want to talk to somebody and about things that I'm interested in. I don't want to sit there and talk about someone I don't even know, or let alone just keep on hearing about it. And I also hate it when teenagers, like when the teacher leaves the room, they start running rampant in the class, like slapping each other on the head with folders or something, and they just run around the room like a bunch of idiots, with another person's stuff, and then a certain person has to chase them after it. I'm like, what are you? Are you in first grade or high school? And I don't do any of this stuff. I'm pretty much just normal. Even some of my friends at school do most of this stuff. And quite frankly, I really don't see the point in it. And I find it really annoying. And I also hate it, like you can just be sitting there having a conversation with a friend, and then all of a sudden, a person out of the blue or out of nowhere just comes and happens to be in your business because, like, you'll sit there and talk about a person you don't like, or you don't like certain things about a person, or you'll just be talking about something that happened to you. They'll just sit there and they'll just shout it out loud for everyone to hear. And then all of a sudden, it goes around the whole school and everyone comes up and asks you questions about it. I hate that. I'm like, if it's none of your business, then just stay out of it. And they always have the worst attitudes. Like when the teacher's sitting there trying to tell them to do work, and all of a sudden they just say a bunch of smart aleck remarks and try to act funny about it. That's just rude. Like, we've had kids at my school actually hit a teacher and actually swing at a teacher. And all this bathroom things, like all these sex jokes, they're not even funny. Or how they always saying that, like a guy saying that, oh, you gonna get some, or when a girl or someone asks you a random question, and it's about, would you ever do so and so, or would you ever make out or have sex with so and so, and I'm like, why does it matter? Who cares if anyone's having sex with who? And then they're like, yeah, come on and get some of it. And I'm looking at them, I'm like, they are so childish. And I always hate it how they talk about how long their you-know-what is. I'm like, who the fuck cares how long a girl's vagina or a guy's penis is? Who cares? I sure as heck don't, because quite frankly, I find it annoying. And I can't believe some of the kids' parents even act like this. Those are where they get most of those stupid jokes from anyways. And I think the parents of teenagers need to be more responsible and watch out what their kids are doing and saying. That way they can be proper, young, and mature adults than rather just little kids saying and talking mean things about each other. And I also hate it when they sit there and talk about somebody, but yet they won't say it to no one's face, or they don't want no one to say anything, or they like whisper it. But like when someone does the same thing to them, they get pissed off and call that other person Two-Face. Why would you get mad at somebody for doing the exact same thing you were doing to them, and then end up calling them Two-Faced when you yourself didn't have the balls to do it? That makes absolutely no sense. And then yet when they start getting mad and talking about the person to a friend or something, then all of a sudden they're friends with that person they were talking about. What kind of sense does that make? But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say on teenagers. Not all of them, just some of them. Some of them are nice, polite, and they do what they're supposed to do. But overall, some teenagers are just so immature and they get on my nerves. And the little kids are actually just as bad. They're getting into the point where they're talking smack or actually cursing and they're actually swearing just like teenagers do. They like swear, and they're getting into the stuff where they're just buying things that teenagers would. Why are little kids these days getting treated like teenagers? I really don't see the point at it, and it really irks me. Some of the little kids, though, are actually nice and sweet. I'm just talking about the ones who are just, spoiled and stuff. But yeah, I just want to know, what are your experiences with these kind of people? Do they get on your nerves or what? I kind of find it annoying. And also, teenagers are very nasty when they eat. They leave a big mess everywhere. They spill food or drinks everywhere, and then all of a sudden it's funny. Or they play with their food. That is just nasty. And they also talk about a person's private parts while they're eating. When I eat, I don't want to sit there and talk about my own private parts or something. And I also hate it when a girl gets hit in the boob, and they always make a reference saying, "Oh, I'm gonna have breast cancer now." Why would you even make fun of that? That really makes me mad. Well, quite frankly, because my grandma had breast cancer, but she did live through it. But anyways, overall, kids and teenagers, some of them these days are just immature and spoiled, and I just wish it would stop. This is by a request. I got a request to do this rant, and I have been waiting for this. Big Time Rush is pretty much a stupid show. Now, if I can't imagine, this show is just so stupid. The plot is, 4 people who were, lowlives, then they leave their lives to be celebrities. Where have we seen this before? Oh, Hannah Montana and the Jonas Brothers. This show rips off 2 shows because the plot is so stupid and so repetitive because their music is lame. The acting is terrible and the characters are just retarded. I've only seen the show 3 times, so I have a right to say whatever the hell I want. I'm in a bad mood, and I'm not saying why. I'll say it why on the next rant. Let's see. The show, people who made this must be on crack. Because the show is clearly a ripoff of the Jonas Brothers. Why? Because they are just like them. Okay, Kevin, Nick, and Joe. I hate both of the shows because the Jonas Brothers music sucks. But anyways, the story plot was they were lowlifes too, except they don't use, well, they do use their names, but instead of being called the Jonas Brothers, they're called the Lucas Brothers. And they live their lives and become famous celebrities and stuff. And the plot just revolves around that every single episode. I mean, Big Time Rush is just another stupid piece of garbage that Nick is continuing to dump on its channel. Now, I know a lot of people bash the show iCarly. To be honest, I really do like iCarly, and I don't think it's that bad of a show. But the iCarly movies are cheesy as hell, because I got a hot room. That was just stupid because, let's get off topic right quick. Okay, the plot was Carly's room burns down, then Spencer and the others build her a new room. That's it. That was kind of stupid, I'm sorry. SpongeBob is okay, but it's being shoved down our throats way too much, and it's just repetitive, and it just gets boring. The Fairly Odd Parents sucks now, even though they took that off. Just Big Time Rush is stupid. Whoever thought of this was on some fucked up crack. Because the jokes and acting is so annoying and god-awful that this show is only tolerable when the volume is muted. And when I first saw this show, I was like, oh God, let it be over. Just, ugh, the show is so terrible. I really have nothing much else to say on this show, since I've only seen it 3 times and the show is just really cheesy. And anything that rips off Jonas Brothers, in my opinion, is stupid. It rips off Hannah Montana too, because what does Hannah Montana do? She's a teenager, but she also wants to be a pop star. Isn't that kind of how it is in Jonas? Or, stuff like that, but overall, the plot of Big Time Rush is nothing new, or it's nothing original. Because, I mean, if they were going to make a real life show, they could have come up with new original ideas. Not just steal ideas from Disney, and then use it to add more garbage to the channel. Victorious is okay, but it's still the same thing as all the others. True Jackson VP was good at first, but got stupider as the episodes went on. Although I did love the theme song to it. And the theme song to the troupe is retarded. Their music is just god-awful. And I cannot, and all my friends hate this show. And I'm trying my best, but it's really hard for me to think because I've only seen 3 episodes and there's really nothing much else I can say on this show. Other than the fact that it's repetitive, it's not original, it's just the same as all the other real life comedy shows, and Nick just needs to come up, if they're going to continue airing shows, they need to come up with some original idea or come up with some original material. That way they can actually boost up the standards of the shows, which this show lacks a lot. It lacks a lot of originality, and it just lacks everything. But overall, Big Time Show, to me, is the second worst show after Fanboy and Chum Chum. You might say, oh, the Mighty Bee. The fact is, the Mighty Bee got canceled. Yes. Today's rant is on the biggest disappointment Nickelodeon has made. Now, before I go on, watch this text. And if any hate comments are spammed, it will be deleted. Okay, like I said, the show's gonna have some bad language. First off, let's start off with the damn title. What the hell is this? Fanboy and Chum Chum. What the hell kind of parent names their kids that? Was their mom on drugs or something? And the character Yo. Who the hell thought of that name? I mean, the names are uncreative. I've only seen 4 episodes and I hate it. Yes, Every time the theme song was turned on, I had to turn down the volume. Just, this show gives me a headache so bad. There is no word that is describing this show. This show is even gayer than Justin Bieber's last single. I mean, hell, I would rather sit down and watch an episode of Dora than this piece of crap. First of all, the show has no plot. They introduced a character, Kyle. He would probably have to be the only normal character because he's not stupid or dim-witted like the others are. Yo is really annoying. And I don't know, this show is so annoying. First of all, why are they even dressed as superheroes? Unless they're gonna fight crime, or unless they're just gonna be kids pretending to be superheroes, what is the point of them wearing it? I mean, why? You don't need to clear that up. That just makes absolutely no sense. Now let's talk about the animation. The animation of the show is so terrible. I mean, what the hell? It's like all they're trying to do is, they're just spilling crap all over it. Like, okay, I know some of the textures and stuff are just like Jimmy Neutron, but the Jimmy Neutron one for some reason just was more exciting. But the feature and texture of this show is so terrible. And the voice acting is just horrible. And like I said, I would rather, this is even worse than Justin Bieber's last single. But anyways. But this show is just ear rape all around. The characters are annoying. I just can't stand it. But, so, I just want to know, what is the plot of this show? The show has no plot at all. And the jokes are really, really stale. I mean, some of them are like fart jokes, okay? Lots of Nick shows have had shows where the characters, did what. So, that is old. And the names are uncreative. Who the hell would name their kid Yo, Fanboy, or Chum? You have to be on drugs to name your kids that. Now, before, like I said on the text, if you like the show, that is fine. But anyone who gets mad and spams hate comments, they are going to be deleted. Because, I don't know, this show is so stupid. And it just don't make no damn sense to me. But sorry for the language, I just cannot stand this. And I just want to know what the hell Nickelodeon was smoking when they thought this was going to entertain us. Give us back the old cartoons, like my favorite one, Hey Arnold, Rocco, Rugrats, all them back. Of course, no one really ever mentions All Real Monsters. I like that show. I just couldn't stand Oblina's voice, but I did like Oblina in general. But anyways, all I'm saying is, the show is terrible. The characters' names are very, very uncreative. And the characters' voices piss me off. Like, Fanboy and Chum sound like they're hyped up on steroids. Kyle is the only normal one. Yo, I can't really explain her, but she's annoying too. But heck, never mind. All I'm saying is, this show is overrated and so stupid. Stay tuned for the next rant. Bye. This is another rant by me. And what is today's topic? This rant is by request. And sorry it took me so long to post this out. I've had other things I had to do today, so I haven't had enough time to do it. And with me being out of school for a full week, I had some things to do today. But today's rant was by request, like I said, on Fred. Fred is so annoying. Like, I do not hate Lucas, the dude who created Fred. I have nothing against him. But it's the character Fred I don't like, because he's so freaking annoying. Just listen to his voice. He gets popular for this.
Hey, it's Rant. It's really nice out, so I think I'm gonna go swimming later.
Like, what is so funny about that? He speeds his audios to make him sound like in a really annoying chipmunk voice. And he gets and then he gets millions and millions of subscribers just like that. And then all of a sudden, he's the biggest hit on the planet. He has Fred t-shirts, dolls, and they even produced a movie about him. Are you shitting me? Like, seriously, what do these people find in Fred that is so funny? Like, okay, say Fred didn't sound like a chipmunk. And he basically yelled out all of that stuff he said. It's just all pointless. All he is a teenager running around acting like a little girl. I mean, his voice is irritating. And what he doesn't require any talent at all. The only thing he does is record himself, speeds up the audio, and then just acts like an idiot. And yet he doesn't work hard. He doesn't do anything, and he doesn't put actual effort into his videos. But yet he gets popular. I just think it's unfair and annoying. And even my 6-year-old cousin doesn't think he's funny. When my 6-year-old cousin heard him, she told people to turn it off. Now, let's go to Fred the movie. I had to suffer watching the movie at school because some girl at my school is obsessed with Fred. The movie was terrible. It made no sense. Like, at the beginning, I had no idea what the heck he was doing. But then the plot of the movie is just about his supposedly called girlfriend, Judy, moves away and then he goes to find her. That is like the stupidest plot ever. And all the stuff he encounters along the way, it's just stupid. Like, all that merchandise and stuff, I just don't think he deserves the popularity that he has. He's not funny. I can think of plenty of people on YouTube that are funnier than him. Even the annoying orange is funnier than him. And even all the people that actually talk to me on YouTube and actually have conversations, I think they have more talent than Fred does. And you people know who you are. Shoot, I think anyone does who puts good work and effort into their videos and actually works to get their subscribers. Not just someone who doesn't do anything and has no talent but gets 1 million by the second. It's ridiculous. And I've even heard the word of a Fred series. What could he possibly do in a series? It just, and having him interviewed on Nick News and CNN, I was so shocked. Well, of course, I was eating a bowl of ice cream when I watched it, but that's not the point. But I used to trust Nick News because it was like the only decent thing on Nick. It told about things that were happening in the world. But when he got interviewed there, I'm like, is this some kind of a joke? But then it turns out it was real, and I went, what the fuck? Why is he on there? He doesn't work to do anything. Why do those people realize that he does so little to get subscribers? And all you little girls who subscribe to Fred and say, oh, Fred is going to be my future husband. Well, he's not. And since Fred has become so popular, do you think he has time to listen to any of you? No, he does not. So stop subscribing to him. Because there's no point of you fangirls subscribing to him. Since he's gotten so popular, I seriously doubt he has the time to actually even talk to you all. Just, ugh. Fred just really irritates me. And like I said, I don't hate Lucas. Fred's videos are not entertaining. He uses very little for his videos. He just speeds up the audio to make it sound like a chipmunk voice. And overall, Fred is just overrated. This video is more of kind of like an update of videos that I think I should start making. I'm really sorry for the lack of quality my videos have. That's because the computer I have right now, like, I know I've mentioned this a lot in the past, but it just absolutely sucks. Like, I can't download or do anything with it at the moment because I think my computer is honestly just dying out. It really won't do anything, and most of the time it's slow, it's unresponsive, and stuff, and just the service in general does not read certain things, nor can I download it. So this laptop I'm using is dying, and when I pretty much get my new one when Christmas comes around, I'll be able to make better videos that way. As for my Sprite series, I've actually decided to turn it into an RPG. And yes, me and my friends are still working on it. I'm sorry it's taking too long. I'm still planning on making it into a series, but that won't be till later on. I'm planning on making my Sprite series an RPG when starting out. And I know it's confusing, but when I get, my friends are going to help me work on the sprites. I've already got the story written out. So I decided I'd give them a lot of credit because I honestly think they need a lot of credit for helping me with this. As for videos, I'm pretty much not going to be making rants anymore because, like, I don't know. I just don't think my rants are that good. And I really want to start something new. Like, what other stuff would you guys like to see? I was planning on maybe uploading different songs from video games. Like, if you like to hear any songs from some of your favorite video game franchises or favorite video games, if I know the game, I'll try to see if I can find the soundtrack or song from the game and maybe upload some different soundtracks from different game series. Or maybe I was thinking of uploading new game trailers, or, you know, what kind of other new things would you like to see? Just send it down in the comments below. And since I've almost got 300 subscribers, I decided for this 300 subscriber special, I'm just going to do another Q&A. Well, with all the stupid drama that's been going around, I really haven't got time to do anything. My nerves are just shot right now. I'm really not in the mood to deal with any bullshit right now. And I'm just honestly just sick of it. But, so if you have any questions for me for my Q&A, please send them below or send me a PM or an instant message, or you can do whatever. But yeah, I've been pretty busy lately, and I do have a birthday coming up next week. It's next weekend, actually. I'll officially be 18. So, I still got to make plans for my birthday coming up next weekend. Or, if you just want to... So, yeah, I got that coming. And... that's pretty much all I gotta say in this video. It's like, if you want to see new videos like, different game soundtracks, or if you just want to overall, listen to game, or listen to different game look at different game trailers, or something, just let me know, and I'll try to post that up. And I may even start trying to do some Let's Watches. So, if you guys see a bad show on TV, or have a show in general that just all around sucks, and I've actually seen the show, I might make a Let's Watch of it and, poke fun at some of the stupid stuff the show has, or some of the characters say or do. And, just something fun. I want to try to do something new until I can actually get a new laptop. That way I can do a whole lot more. So, I'll let you know when my Sprite thing is done in a later video. And, or if you want to, try to request me to do some more online games again. I actually had fun doing the ones that I did. So if you have any requests for online games, go ahead. I might actually upload a couple of online games or stuff. So, yeah, just whatever you want. Post it in the comments below. That's pretty much all I have to say here. This is a quick update. So, yeah, I finally got 100 subscribers, and I'm just absolutely flattered. Thank you to all who subscribed me, and I mostly thank all my friends who have helped me out through YouTube, and some of you people who comment. I've talked to some of you people. Y'all are really cool people. I hope y'all still keep being my fans on YouTube. I'll have lots more videos coming up. And I'm just really shocked because I never thought I would ever get 100 subscribers. But some of you people have actually helped me on YouTube and helped support me, and that's just meant a lot to me. And some of you have even made videos based from my opinions and stuff. And I'm thankful for that. And those of you who helped me with my mistakes, I appreciate that too. And I'll expect to try to do better in the future. This is my first time doing this. I know most people show their faces when they do that. I might do mine in the future. I might actually do some Q&As. If y'all are interested, ask me any question you want, and I'll answer it on my Q&As, if I ever do any. I'm not sure if a lot of people on YouTube do it, but I'll see if I can. But, yeah. I made this video really short because I really didn't have a lot to say. But yeah, I expect a lot of videos coming. A couple of rants I got requested to. I'm still having to push those aside. I'm very sorry, but I have other videos planned, but I will get rants like the Victorious rant on the show Victorious. I can get to that. And I'll get to a couple of others too. But keep requesting me rants and I'll try to do my best. Don't send me a rant that I have no knowledge of or on a cartoon that's been like canceled or something like that. Because then the rant would just be pointless. I want stuff that I can actually be informative about and that I have knowledge of. That way it would make me a better ranter. Some of the rants I've got I just can't do because either I have no knowledge of them or they're just shows that don't come on anymore and the rant would just be pointless. I'm not trying to be mean, I'm just trying to be reasonable. But yeah, this is my 100 subscribers special. Sorry I wasn't going to do anything special. I might do that on my 200 subscriber special. I finally have 200 subscribers. Welcome to my 200 subscriber special. Now, for my 200 subscriber special, I decided to do my Q&As. And all the questions people asked, I do have them written down and stuff. And I really, really thank you for sending me requests and being there for me, helping me when I'm in trouble. Because I will admit, I think I'm going to start to change my ways now and stuff when I start making videos. So yeah, let's go on. At the end of the video, I might do like, you know, a couple of updates, maybe some shout outs or something. But let's start. Okay, we have 5 questions from SlagarCroll85. Okay, number 1. Which of the following fan bases drives you crazy the most? Justin Bieber, Jonas Brothers, Hannah Montana, Big Time Rush, Sonic, Mario, or Zelda? Well, Mario and Zelda, I really couldn't consider that annoying. So, I would have to say it would have to be a tie between Justin Bieber and Sonic. Sonic fans really make me mad. Now, since I don't want to waste too much time in this video, but the Sonic fans are just so hypocritical. They can't respect any opinion from anybody. I mean, what is so wrong with if someone doesn't like something that you like? I mean, I really do not see what you all's problem is. I mean, just because someone doesn't like, say, Cream, you guys don't have to flame them and say, oh, but she's cute. It doesn't matter what they look like. What matters is their opinion because it's their video. Unless the point is invalid or just plain stupid, then it would be okay. But if it's just their overall opinion and they don't like her or whatever, then don't hate them for it. I mean, that's just really stupid. And hating the games and stuff for voice acting and stuff like that, it's just plain stupid. Like, people already are bitching about the new voice cast. I mean, are you guys serious? You did this with the 4 kids. So, why complain now? I mean, it's really nothing new. To be honest, I really think the voices are better than the 4 kids. With the exception of a couple. I guess Shadow's new voice could use some work. I mean, there's really nothing to complain about. I mean, not all voice actors are going to be good when they first start out. And also hating and just bashing the games because Sonic's design. That is so childish. They just act childish and immature and all that stuff. Now, the reason I hate the Justin Bieber fans is because they're pretty much the same way. Except the fangirls are they're just worse. Like, They don't give any reasons for why you should like Justin Bieber and just assume that everyone hates him for the sake of hating him. Well, I don't. I don't like Justin Bieber because I don't like his music. His music is not my style. I don't like how he performs. I think his voice is annoying. His music is just not my taste. I don't like the way his music is performed, let alone put out. And I just really think if he needs to be a professional singer, he needs to make songs on his own. And his fame is just temporary at best. I mean, he's not this big icon like what all the other fangirls say. I mean, he's just going to end up just like all the other pop star singers that have been washed out. I mean, like, seriously, people, you need to grow up and realize that not everyone's going to like the same thing you like. With every celebrity or character, there always is going to have to be someone who likes it or hates it. So, come on. So, yeah, number 2 is some people think that the Sonic series has the worst fan base. I think it's one of the worst. But based on rumors of what I heard, Twilight of what I heard, some people, not all fans, of Twilight friends breaking people's arms and stabbing them and all this stuff. And yes, I do think it's actually worse than Sonic because, I mean, I can't believe girls are actually acting this way over a book or something. That is so stupid. Like, okay, I personally think the books are better than the movies. But that's still no reason, like I said before, not everyone's going to like the same thing. Whether it's a TV series or not. But, yeah, I really think it's worse. Girls like this just really need to be checked out. I really do not see what their problem is. But go figure. Third question, other than Jigglypuff, Ganondorf, Captain Falcon, Marth, and Bowser, are there any other game characters you hate? Yes, actually there is. I hate Sigma from the Mega Man games. I do hate Eggman and Cream from the Sonic games. I hate Moneybags from Spyro. Crap, what else is there? Oh, and I also hate Dr. Cortez from the Crash Bandicoot games. So, that's pretty much all I can think of right now at the top of my head. So, yeah. Number 4, you mentioned in your Peach and Daisy Fanboys rant, that you thought it was stupid that they could only like one character but not the other. Does this apply to others such as like Mewtwo and Lucario? Actually, yes it does. Because I don't see the point in it either. I mean, I understand if it's your opinion that you like one but don't like the other, but don't keep it restricted to just that. Like, what I mean is, like, anytime someone is a fan of one of the characters, they just automatically assume the other one sucks. I mean, that's really kind of stupid. I don't just see this happen with Peach and Daisy. I see this happen with characters like Amy Rose and Sally Acorn. I honestly like both of them. I think they're both cool. I mean, like, it's like Sally fans can't get along with Amy fans. And Amy fans can't like Sally fans. I mean, it's like, if you don't like one character, then you're automatically gonna die or burn in heck or something. Like, that's just really stupid. So, yeah. Next question is from Elzaco Zalo. What was your YouTube inspiration? Oh, this is gonna be a tough one. Well, I guess before I even started to be a member of YouTube, I guess I really liked watching a lot of videos on there, and I also always liked watching other videos people make and how they make them and stuff. And I guess I just really enjoyed watching them and really enjoyed seeing how people made their videos and how they came out to be and stuff like that. And it just made me wonder how I can become a member and do all this stuff that they're doing, like I'm doing today. So I guess you could say that's my inspiration for YouTube. But yeah, I really do like it. So yeah. Here's a question from Perfect7. What do you think the 20th anniversary Sonic game will be like? Well, this one might be tough. I guess there have been rumors of a Sonic Adventure 3. Do I believe it? No, not necessarily. But like, I guess they could base it from the first two games. I mean, no, not storyline wise, but I guess bring some few elements or something like that. Or guess put a hub world or something in. I mean, I personally think Sonic should be as fast as he was in Colors and the daytime stages in Unleashed. But as for other characters, I guess they could put in like Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy. I guess they could also add in like Shadow, Rouge, Blaze, or Silver or something. Just at least limit the characters so there's not too many to focus on within the storyline, because then it can get very complexing and stuff like that. But I guess, I mean, that's really all I can say on that matter. So yeah. Here we have 3 questions from Team Z-Star. One is, why are you so awesome? Well, I really didn't think I was that awesome, but I guess just because I am, or something. I mean, not that you all are awesome. I mean, you all are awesome, but I guess I'm pretty cool too. The second one is, what do you think of my commentaries? They're good. I liked them. I watched a couple of them, and I really did like them. Yeah, they're okay. The other one is, do you want a hug? Well, I guess one hug wouldn't hurt. Next question is from Slim Shady 2010. Why did you start making videos? This pretty much goes into the whole point of El Zaco Zalo's question. Like I said, I really wanted to know how YouTube works and how like how everything is put out, how to make videos, learn what to do and what not to do, and I guess and you know, just stuff like that. And with the help of most of my friends and stuff, I guess I'm really starting to get the hang of it now, if you know what I mean. So yeah. The next question is from Tug-Tennerick1. Tug-Tennerick1. Please tell me if I pronounced that wrong. The first question is, what do you think of the Halo fanboys? I kind of think they're annoying. Not necessarily just them. Like any person that's obsessed with first-person shooters and thinking it's the only good genre and thinking every genre after that sucks. But I could say they are annoying, even though I do like Halo in general. So yeah. I don't like the Halo fanboys. Really, I don't. The second one is, do you know a user named ShadowBlazeXA? Yes, I do. His videos are awful. His commentaries are pointless because he overuses way too many internet memes, which most of them are not even needed within the moment that he's supposed to actually be commentating, or he just leaves the video up and running, and in the time that he actually needs to start commentating, he just lets it slide by, and then when he chooses to commentate, he throws in such a stupid excuse or a stupid whatever it is. So I just really don't like his videos that much. But if any of you all do, that's fine. I mean, that's your opinion. I just don't really like his videos. Uh, One question from Kat Tang. Please tell me if I pronounced that wrong. What do you like to do off camera? I really like to do a lot of stuff. I usually go outside and do maybe some yard work outside, like I mow and stuff like that. And I do play video games a lot, but I like to get out, like, hang out with friends, or I like to go out and just do certain things or buy certain things that I actually need. And I guess looking for a job or something like that. Because yes, I am old enough to work, people. Um, just whatever sets my mind, I guess I'll do it. But yeah. Um, One question from ZimFan9. Do you like South Park? Yes, I do like South Park. And last questions, from 3 questions from 1234 DRG1. What do you think of the Mega Man games? Mega Man, they're okay. I like most of his games. They're okay. I basically only played I think the first one and Mega Man 9. I really don't know much about them, but I have played them. I can say that they're okay, and I do see why a lot of people like it. The second one is, do you like the show Everybody Hates Chris? No, really I don't. I mean, it was good, and it does have its share of good moments, but I just really don't like it for some reason. I have no idea why. Number 3, if you wish to be on any show, what would it be? Well, I actually do have a whole variety. I guess whichever show fits my style. Like if it's a show that has like good acting, good script, good writing or something, I guess that would be the kind of show I'd like to be on. Mostly comedy. Probably something with a lot of comedy or maybe drama or something like that in it. So I guess either one of those I guess would do. Well, that's all I had for these questions. Now it's time for basically shout-outs and stuff like that. Yes, this is my 200 subscriber special. All you people are really great. I'm very psyched about this. I honestly did not expect to get this many subscribers when I started making videos, because I will admit I have been slumping some, but I'll try from this point on not to, talk slow or any of that stuff. So yeah, I really hope you continue to enjoy my videos in the future. I've talked to a bunch of you people. You guys are really awesome. And I do have a new moderator now. So if you guys want to post any rants, requests, or commentaries, or any questions for Q&As, if I do any others in the future, just post them on that and I'll see if I can do it. Hey guys, what's up? Sorry I haven't made any videos in a while. I've been really kind of busy. This video is basically just things I really need to talk about. Now, a couple of them are not really bad, but the rest of them are things I'm really getting sick of people bitching and complaining to me about. First off, I'm so sick of people using those rants on Amy Rose that I made as an excuse to hate on me or something. Now, people, I understand. I took those rants down a long time. I took those rants down because I realized that everyone is going to have a different opinion. And pretty much ranking a rant about it, trying to say this and that, really wasn't going to prove my point. And with every character, there's always going to be a fan or someone that hates them. So that's just something people are going to have to live with. I understand that now. So really, stop bringing that up, because that's really getting annoying. And that's pretty much the whole reason I took those down, was because I pretty much tried to make my point, and the key word here is tried. but I took them down because it was really getting annoying. I'll admit that. Yes, I still do like Amy Rose as a character, and she still is my favorite female from Sonic. But anyways, back to the point. But yeah, the thing that's actually getting annoying is how people use the same reason over and over and over to hate her. Now, I'm not saying you can, I'm just saying that gets annoying. It's better to differentiate your hatred towards a character. That way people understands it better, and it actually makes your opinion seem different than everyone else's, rather than just the same thing every time. I mean, sorry, but that really gets annoying and stuff like that. So really, stop bringing that up, because that's really getting annoying. But yeah, and I'm not a Sonic fanboy. Sorry if I did sound like it on those kinds of rants and other things, but I do understand that stuff now. I mean, I'm not really a Sonic fanboy at all. I don't bitch about the design. I don't bitch about any of those other stupid things. And I will admit, I did kind of sound harsh before when I made those rants. So, yeah, sorry about that. Oh, here's another thing I really need to point out. Oh, wait, never mind. Yeah, another thing I need to point out is, people who do commentaries on me. Now, trust me, this time it's not really that bad. I would just like to say, anyone who's commentated on me, I really like to thank them, because it's really got me thinking, and it really made me realize that I was being a jerk, I was being stupid, I was acting childish, and all that. And I really did enjoy those rants, and, well, not rants, but commentaries they did on me. And I really do like all those people's videos who really did commentate on me. So I really like to thank all those people and stuff like that. And I do like commentaries. I watch them sometimes whenever someone has a good commentary on. But yeah, I really do like watching them. I do like those people who did commentate on me, and sorry if I did sound a little butthurt. So yeah, I really like to say that. So yeah, thank you. And I also would like to thank a couple of my friends for giving me criticism too. Really appreciate that. And to some people, I really don't think, some people think some people think that I think my videos are better just because I have more subscribers. Now, I mean, I am proud to have 200 subscribers, but I will admit, my videos are not really all that good. So, I don't know why some people are thinking I think my videos are better because I have more subscribers than them. That really doesn't matter to me. As long as I know I have people watching my videos, and as long as I know that it satisfies them, I really don't care how much I have. I mean, it's great to have subscribers and stuff, and I'm really appreciative of it, but that's just dumb. I really don't think my videos are that great. Nobody's is. No one's videos are perfect. Even if you try to make it as perfect as possible, there's always going to be one little flaw in a video. But yeah, no one's is going to be perfect. And finally, one last thing I have to point out. I have oversaid this many, many times. I am so sick of people complaining about my voice. It really pisses me off. I mean, damn. You guys really act immature about this. Now, I understand that I mean, I understand it can get annoying, but I have stated this over and over again. It's not my actual voice. How many times do I have to put this clear through you all? I have said this many times. It's not my actual voice. I do not really sound like this in real life. Lots of people on YouTube I've seen do this too. They don't use their actual voice on videos. I mean, it could be that their microphone quality is not that good, or they just like to use something else because they don't really feel comfortable about their voice. Just stuff like that. And mine is mostly because of the microphone quality. I don't know why. It just doesn't record my voice very well. And I really do not sound like this. People, I am really a teenager. So just because I don't really sound like it doesn't mean you have the right to say I'm not. I mean, it really is more than it appears. Because I really am a teenager, and if you knew me, you would know how old I was. So just because I sound different on the internet doesn't change how old I really am in real life. Why would I lie about my own age? Now, true, there are some people on YouTube that do that, but I'm really not lying here. I'm not. But it really is getting on my nerves, and I'm sick of people really complaining about it. So, yeah, this is going to be the last time I state this. Next time I see someone complain about it, the comments being deleted, because I've stated this many times that it's not my actual voice. Oh, and another thing, people, when you send me rants, don't send me rants about Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon, or just something really stupid. About like a cartoon that has something to do with one of those two topics, or just overall any cartoon that really no one even gives a shit about, because it's just going to make me seem generic talking about it, and there really is no point to it when everyone else has already expressed their opinions about it, and mine's pretty much just going to be the same. And don't send anything stupid. So, yeah, you can post comments on the moderator on my channel. If you want me to do a certain commentary or something. That's pretty much what I'm going to start doing after this video. I will still do rants, but I might hold those aside. So, yeah. And another thing, people, stop asking me if I'm a guy or a girl. That really pissed me off. I mean, it's pretty obvious you all already know that I'm a guy. So what's the point of asking me the question? Now, I can understand if you're just doing it for just hee a joke or something like that. But just doing it as a term to insult me, or just because of my voice or something, it's gonna be deleted because it's really annoying. But overall, people, stop bitching about those rants I made about Amy. I do understand that those were not really that good, and pretty much other rants that I've already made in the past that were not really that relevant or anything. And all those who commentated on me, I really appreciate it, and please really stop complaining about my voice. Well, I guess I'll see you all in the next video. Bye. I just wanted to tell everyone Happy New Year's. We are officially in 2012, and I just decided to make this video to tell you all Happy New Year's, and I'll be really excited for all the stuff that's going to be happening this year, like, new things coming out, new technology, that kind of stuff. And hopefully see some things on the internet. So, I'm really excited to see what happens, in the new year. So I just wanted to wish everyone a happy New Year's. I hope you all have a good one, as I'm probably going to as well. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. I'll see you all in the next video. which I'll still have my Sprite series. I'll be loading up more videos of those. So yeah, you can expect more videos coming soon. So yeah. I just wanted to say that the way I acted on my last video, I didn't like it. That's why I took it down. And I think it's silly not to do rants because of people hating on me. Now, like I said before, it's okay to have haters. I mean, the best way to ignore a hater is to just block them and then move on to doing what you do best. Well, of course, in this case, making videos. And I guess I did kind of overreact. Yes, I'm going to do more rants. I was actually planning a list of rants to do. Quite frankly, it is kind of hard right now at the moment since I really don't know what rants to do right now. And I'm also working on something else. I'm trying to maybe download a few things to help my videos, and listen, I don't mind constructive criticism, and anytime that there's a flaw in my video, I don't care if you commentate on it. I really don't. I learned my lesson, and I guess I was kind of acting stupid. So, I just wanted to say, people, that I'm sorry that I said there wasn't going to be any more rants. I guess I just overreacted with everyone doing commentaries. I seriously don't mind them. Now, looking back at some of them, I just realized that people are just trying to help. I mean, that's the whole point of a commentary. Is to help people with their videos so they don't make fools of themselves, and to help their videos improve and become better people on YouTube. I don't mind that. The only thing, the only thing that I don't like is when they speed up the tone of my voice. I'm sorry, but I don't like that because it really kind of gets on my nerves. And it makes it feel like they're just making fun of me. No, I'm not saying they are like I did last time. I'm just saying I don't like it when they do that. And like I said before, I do not really sound like this in real life. I kind of have a deeper tone to my voice. And yes, there are still going to be rants soon. And I'm gonna stop overreacting with some of these things and just stick to what the basic fact of a rant is about. Just enjoying talking about a certain topic that you like or hate. And hey, I even have commentaries coming up, because I myself even enjoy commentaries. Because, well, they're fun, and in my opinion, the best commentator is Roshitsu. I'm sorry, but I don't think there's a person on YouTube who can commentate as good as she can. Now, no offense to the others. They're good too. I'm just saying Roshitsu is the best in my opinion. But anyways, my bad. Yes, there will still be more rants, and I'm not going to overreact. If you have any kind of criticism, or if you felt that I made any kind of mistake, feel free to make a commentary on it. Just please don't, speed it up, because I'm sorry, but that kind of really irks me. But I'm not saying I don't mind it, because I do. And I just really want to apologize for the way my other video was. And yes, I took it down, and along with those other videos that were commentated on, because I spent a little time last night to look them over and realize that they were actually right in certain ways. Like my Sonic Freeriders, of course I was new. And that's a video I made when I first started commentating. Well, I kind of sounded a little hateful when I did that on my last the no more rants response video. Um, Even though it was my first one, I made a couple of commentaries that were better one, such as that kid who blocked me for no apparent reason and did that horrible, horrible Shadow the Hedgehog rant. Um, and I also did the one who did that top 10 Zelda characters. I feel those two were really good. Now if but even if you still feel I made a mistake on a couple of those, I don't care for being commentated on. The only thing I don't like is when people commentate to make fun of others. I don't like that. But I do realize that some of them are just trying to help, and I've seen the way they've commentated on other people, and they've actually been informative on a few other videos that they've commentated on, and the whole point is giving criticism, advice, and basically pointing out the facts and stuff like that, and to make it to where people they don't sound like a joke, because I've seen how some people act on the way these people commentated, and I really don't want to turn out like them. And with also an encouragement of some of my fans, you've all made me want to do rants again, so I'm not quitting rants just because of stupid stuff. So, yeah, expect more to be coming soon. I might actually post maybe a couple today. Got a few top 10 lists and commentaries. And if you still have any questions for the Q&A, write them down, because all I need is a few more questions and I can start my first Q&A session. I really need more questions, so if you could help with that, I would appreciate it. I'm back still doing rants. What I did, my other video I made was pointless. And learn not to let haters get in the way of things. And if you find flaws, feel free to commentate. So, see you all.
I'm here to do a little update, not just an update about my Sprite series, The Surge Chronicles. Me and my friends have finally finished The Surge Chronicles. Yes, I know it's been weeks and stuff before. It's been months since I've last announced it. I'm gonna basically tell you what's been going on. Well, based on the bios and stuff, you got to see what the characters are like and stuff like that. Well, some of the things have actually changed since I've made that video. Yes, the whole story is still going to be the same, with Surge, well, being a teenager and stuff like that, and it still begins with him and, stuff like that. Then when Maple and them come from another world, he tries to discover who she is, and and stuff like that. Yes, it still has the same story concept and plot as it did before. And not only is it a Sonic Sprite series, but there are other characters in it as well, such as Lightning the Pikachu. What happened is, I personally came up with the series on my own. I'm the one who thought up the storyline, the characters, and the name for the characters. The animation and effects were made by my other friends from Skype who helped make the series. And, well, there are a few flaws with both episodes 1 and 2, because we've managed to get the first 2 episodes in, and I really apologize for the flaws in the 2 episodes. We promise we will correct those errors and those flaws in episode 3, such as there's a couple of spelling mistakes and a couple of animation problems. But other than that, it's perfect. The sprites are well done, and the characters are well presented in the story. And what I did is, there is no Chaos Emerald plot. I've decided to make the whole series new, fresh, and original. There is no Chaos Emerald plot. So the new source of power elements will be the crystal stars, from Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door. And I'm going to be using time stones from Sonic CD as time traveling elements as well. And yes, the characters still have the same powers like I described in their bios. Well, those were just basically introducing what the characters are like. I will be writing the character bios for each of the characters, once the series gets more popular and stuff like that. I might post it on YouTube or different other various sites that I have on. You can be welcome to check them out there. Now there are a few sprites that are recolors, I will admit that. And the sprite, it can be for anyone, so if you have a sprite character or any fan character in general that you would like to have a part of the series, please contact me on Skype or talk to me on a chat on YouTube and I'll see what I can do, because there's always room for a character in the series. And I know I've been busy a lot because I had a birthday a couple of weeks ago and I'm now 18. So yeah, that's what we finally got the 2 episodes in. I just wanted you to say that we finally finished it. And yes, I know there are a few flaws with both parts of them. We'll be making sure to correct all the flaws we made in episode 3. But yeah, the series is going to go well. Like, if you want more about the plot, I'm not really going to say any spoilers because that would just be rude. You would have to watch it for yourself. And if you do watch it and want more of what the plot is about, you can talk to me on Skype and I'll basically explain everything about it and everything, so you really don't have to worry. So, because I'm the main creator, my other friends are, they're the animators and co-creators of the series as well. So yeah, it's going on pretty well. Guaranteed, when people usually make series, they usually have Eggman, the main bad guy. Well, Mythilus the Dark is the main bad guy in my series. That's pretty much all I'm going to give away. And guaranteed there will be more villains in the series. You'll see as it progresses. And you won't see that many fights till probably at least episodes 3 or 4. So yeah, you'll be introduced to some new characters. Episode 3 will maybe have the full list of characters. The first 2 episodes, yes, I'm still adding the same characters I said I was adding before, although I have changed the names and some of the powers with a couple of characters. While we were making and, scripting the scenes and stuff like that, I'm now currently working on another script for the Sprite series, so it should be going on well. And yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing. That, and I've been busy with other things. Getting ready for college soon and stuff like that. I know it's still a long ways, but, pretty much once in 2012, pretty much like 4 more months from, probably at least 6 more months from now, I'll pretty much be graduating and then going to college. But that's besides the point. So, yeah, I just wanted you to say the Surge Chronicles is finally done. This is an update video. And I hope you really enjoy the series. I might be using the sprites as avatars or maybe even icons a lot. And as for the voice actors, I decided just to use text instead. So, yeah. And we decided to make it an actual series instead of an RPG. And sorry about the flip-flopping. Now, you're going to be wondering, what is this? Sorry, let me get this off of here. This is basically a script for my new Sprite series I am going to be making called The Surge Chronicles. Alright, The Surge Chronicles. Now, I'm basing it off of different concepts of
it's going to be a big time story. Now, I've already got the cast of characters down. Tails plays Surge. Tails is the main character this time, and so is Amy. She plays a character called Maple. And, yeah, and there were not just Sonic sprites, but other characters from series are there too, such as Pikachu, who plays the sidekick, Zelda. All these characters will have an important part of the story. Now, it calls Chronicles because it transgressions through different things. Well, such as the storyline won't always be just about, Surge. Like, the other characters will have stories related to them. This is the script. Now, this is not basically for the entire series. This is mostly just for the first chapter in the game. In the story. I might make it 20 chapters or so. Now, for the main concept. Okay. Not every story will be the same plot. Like, the main plot itself will be the same. It mostly is just about, him being, just your average person. And then once he meets Amy's character played by Maple, who comes from a different world, he becomes, the hero and, basically that kind of concept. And the story won't always revolve around that because each of the characters will have different stories. Guaranteed, Tails, Amy, Sonic, and Silver will pretty much be in every episode. Maybe Pikachu as well, because Pikachu will even have his own story in the game. I might name his character Lightning or whatever. Now, I am going to be doing voice acting for the series. So, I will write down character traits and personalities for each of the characters and upload them. That way, you can get a brief hint on which character you would like to play as. And if you really want to see about voice auditions, come and see me. And we can talk on Skype about it, or you can instant message me on YouTube. As for the animations, I have a couple of friends on Skype who are going to be helping me with the animations and the characters and stuff like that. And the character sprites and stuff like that, since this is basically my first time doing something like this. And I'm really going to need all the help I can get. And as for the concept and stuff, well, basically, there will be no cheap attacks or overpowered heroes or enemies. Which means knowing the characters will go God mode like pretty much every single Sprite series does. Oh no, there will not be any of that junk in there. Because what good is a story if a character is too overpowered? You gotta balance the power out. At least make the enemy strong in a challenge. But not make them overpowered or anything. The same for the heroes. Now, the cast you see here, this may not be all of the characters. I may add a couple more and stuff like that. You basically are just seeing the cast. I will write down what their characters are supposed to be like. I haven't wrote down the main story. This is pretty much just the introduction. Basically me introducing things. And as for the Chaos Emerald plot, I might not add that because, it's overdone and I want my story to be new, fresh, and original. Now, I'm sorry my video quality may not be good. It's because I'm back to my old crappy laptop and it absolutely sucks at recording stuff. So, yeah, I pretty much can't do nothing at this point with it. When I had my new one, I could do all sorts of stuff, but with this crappy one, no. But yeah, this is just a brief update of my new series that I'm going to be making. I'm going to write out the script. This is just the introduction if you all want to take a look at it. I've scrolled down a couple of times. But I've gave you a brief interest in what the story is going to be about. Sure, it's not the best. You might think it's a little lame, but it's all I could come up with for the first chapter. Because, it's the beginning. But I will think up other stories for the series. And Tails is going to be the main character. Because it's going to be telling stories and the series is about him, whose character's name is Surge. Now, there will be different references to some attacks and maybe abilities from shows. However, I will not rip them off because what good is an original series if you're just going to rip off things? I am going to try my hardest and not to make my Sprite characters look like recolors. I really despise recolors, and the video that you saw not too long ago I made really proves that. How pathetically easy they are to make and post up. I really don't see why people find it such a big deal about recolors, but okay. Yeah, so I'm going to be writing the script for the first chapter. I might write it down on paper before typing it because I get my best ideas when I do that. So, yeah. This is just a brief update. And as I said, my friends, a couple of friends on Skype are going to be helping me with the animations. I've already talked to some of them about it. But yeah, and about the voice acting, I will not be doing any of the voice acting. So, if you want to audition for some of these characters or anything, feel free. Now, as for requests, throughout the series updates, I will make certain requests to do certain things. But if it's anything to do with a Chaos Emerald plot, or overpowered enemies or stuff, you know, basically the generic stuff everyone uses, then I will not accept it. Trust me, if I respond back with no, or really don't respond at all, or basically tell you I don't want that, then it's pretty much not going to be in the series. As for Dr. Eggman, I really don't like him. I really don't know if I'll add him in the story. If he is, he'll probably just be a second-rate villain. Like he always is, in my opinion, that is. Most people might think otherwise, but hey, it's just my opinion. I just think he's stupid. The Chows from Sonic will be in it. They might be mostly some of the challenge people. They might play they might play a small role in the story. I haven't planned to do anything with them yet. Metal Sonic and Mecha Sonic will both be in it, and so will Omega. I haven't given names for their characters because, you know, this is just the intro of what the story is going to be about, and all the stuff I'm going to do, and, you know, stuff like that. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say here. And, again, if you want characters to be in the story, request it to me, and I'll see if I can add them in there or not with different names. However, if it's a character I hate, I really don't know. I know I hate Metal Sonic, but I actually thought of a character concept for him in the story, which is one of the only reasons I put him in there. But as for other characters I hate, I really don't know. This is it, people. This is the new thing. Like, for those of you who've been wanting to voice act characters, this is a perfect time. This is basically the whole list of, let me scroll down here, all the characters you can voice act. I'm just going to be reading through their personalities and abilities. And if you want to know more, talk to me on Skype about it, and I will tell you more about it. This one is Surge, who is played by Tails. Oh, and by the way, all the characters' Sprite names and real names are going to be in the description box. Surge mostly has dark light shadow and dark light powers. He also wields a sword. So, yeah, there'll be a lot of sword battles, you know, power battles, energy ball battles, you know, that kind of stuff. All the characters have super speed, which, like, say someone throws, like, a fireball. Someone uses their, like, speed to dodge it. That kind of concept. He's always there for his friends. He doesn't take crap from no one. He's mostly the man of action, the guy who loves fighting. But, yeah, again, if any of these characters suit your interest, please feel free to try to audition for them. make a video giving your best voice response to try to fit the character, and I will judge to see which character you are perfect for, or if you're perfect for the character you're trying to voice act. I will tell you what certain pitches I want for the character. Maple, who's played by Amy. She's very strong, assistant of the group, never lets anyone push her around. She's a real balanced fighter. She can use her hammer like, as a standard weapon, like a sword or something. And she has ice abilities. She has the power to paralyze people. She has a special technique where she can paralyze people's bodies and keep their she can keep their she can keep the foe from moving. Like she traps their whole body and keeps them from moving. So it's kind of like a paralyzing move. It's really helpful. She's also really fast. She's trained in combat. She has the ability to freeze time and go through time itself. She's also kind-hearted. She has some fight scenes, but she's also a very serious character. So yeah, Lightning, who is played by Pikachu, and feel free to read by some of these. Plays Surge's sidekick and best friend next to Nitro and Maple. He has the ability to control all forms of lightning, or all elements of lightning, thunder, any of that. Any electricity. He can use plasma balls, energy balls. He also is really fast, and he can also turn into a tornado. He's brave, he's fast, he may be a little cocky sometimes. So if you kind of have a cocky attitude, try to fit that in with his character. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for him. Let's scroll down here to Nitro, who is Sonic, Surge's friend from the moment they were kids. He masters in speed and all different forms of combat, which is really good. He doesn't know about Surge's powers at first. Lightning is the only one that has his powers from day one. See, Maple comes from a different realm, or a different world, and while she's in a battle with darkness, you'll see why they're battling and how all the events occurred. She gets sent to a time loop even though he thinks she's dead. She somehow time travels using her powers, but she does lose her powers or gets them weakened or something. And then Surge is the new hero of Destiny and all that stuff. It'll explain it because I'm still working on the script for the first chapter. But yeah, Nitro is a really good character. He's the Sonic Sprite. He always loves a challenge and stuff. If that's your character, feel free to audition for him. We've got Spite, who's played by Silver. He can be a real smart aleck at points, but still shows signs of friendship to the people he cares about. He secretly likes Flare, which is a character that I'm getting to in a little bit. He can time travel. He masters an astral projection. And he has telekinesis. He can also project people as well as different things around him. So basically, he can also levitate as well, which will be very helpful and in certain situations. But yeah, I'm not going to explain everything. Once I get the first chapter, I'll explain the whole story. This is just the characters. Sabrina, a nice, caring character. She's basically the group's healer. Like if someone's healing or about to die or something, she can heal them. She projects all forms of magic. She has mostly magic ability. She's fast, but not as fast as the other characters. She's not as experienced either, but yet she's still helpful. I'm not going to make her just a useless damsel in distress that's just going to get in the way of them fighting or something. No. She's played by Zelda. Now, I didn't want to put Cream or someone in the movie. I mean, not movie, but the series, because I don't like that character. So, I went with Zelda instead. She also uses a magical bow and arrow, which is really helpful. She's nice, caring-hearted, kind-hearted, all that. If that fits your character, ladies, then please try out for her. Flare, who's played by Blaze the Cat, she can control fire. She's very strong-headed, mostly serious. She puts her friends before herself. She also gains the power to become fire itself. What that means is she can become different elements of fire, like a firebird or something, and like she can take physical forms of it while remaining in her fire form. She'll also still remain combat abilities too. I'll show you guys what I mean when I write the first chapter, or if my friends work on the animations, which we will show you. Now, as for y'all scripts, I will think of what lines for you all to say when I'm done with the first chapter, because then that's going to give me the time to write down the scripts and stuff. She masters in martial arts. She also has a sword, so if you want to do flare, and if you don't like the aspect of her using a sword, please tell me. I will change that. Crusher is played by Knuckles. He's basically the muscle house of the group. You know, the powerhouse, the strong dude. He has a few fire attacks. He mostly masters in mid-air combat. His personality, major badass. You know, strong, caring guy. And no, he's not stupid like people claim Knuckles to be. Gothica, who's played by Rouge the Bat. How she's portrayed is she's their friend at first, but then she becomes their enemy later on in the series. Like, once you read through the story and it shows her, she had something that she once loved, and it was taken away from her. So, my bad. So, she thinks being with Surge and them is going to help her find all the answers she needs, and is going to get everything she once had back. But since it doesn't work, or since she doesn't find anything, she decides to go against them and team up with the enemy side. So Gothica goes on both sides. She's very, very skilled in combat. She has dark, mysterious, demonic-like powers. She becomes Maple and Lightning's archenemy. And she can be kind of a bitch at points, too. Darkness is played by Mephiles because I didn't want to put Eggman in there. Because, personally, I hate Eggman. He sucks as a villain, and he's just retarded. No offense to Eggman fans, I just do not like him at all. And I know Mephiles is really lazy, but his character was the only one I could think of for this part. He's a powerful villain. He basically has demonic-like powers. He controls fire. Never shows any signs of sympathy, which is exactly what a villain should do. He has shadow. He can control shadows itself. He can strangle a person with his powerful telekinetic powers, a virtual killer. You know, that basic kind of stuff. So, if you want to play the villain, then that's a good part to have. Mecha Sonic. Yes, we'll have Metal Sonic and Mecha Sonic. They'll play his two most loyal subjects. Their job is... Mecha Sonic is to collect data from his opponent's movesets. So, like, say Maple uses, like, her ice ability. He can copy that from her moveset and, like, do some different unique tactics with it, so it doesn't exactly have to be the same move she used. He can just copy it from her moveset and build a whole nother moveset with it. Like, that's cool. He's a killing machine. He has machine guns, powerful attacks. I'm not sure if you want to voice act him, then go ahead. But you're going to need a really, really deep voice for that part. not necessarily a robot voice, because I'm not really sure if that would work for both of them. Dark Rider is Shadow. He's mostly the neutral character. There will be some points where he's on both sides. Like, I can't really explain his character right now. You can go ahead and take a look at it. And Shadow is going to be a really, really good character in the story. And you'll see why he's called Rider in the story. I might mention his real name as it progresses. He has similar abilities to both Surge and Darkness, which he'll have dark light powers, you know, stuff like that. He'll pretty much have most all of it. And sometimes you'll see the villains like Darkness, Cybertron, and Cybermillion, which are played by Metal Sonic and Mecha Sonic, out looking for sources of power. And Ryder will try to get one with them, help them himself. Okay, Metal Sonic, Cyborg 2, Cybermillion, not nearly as strong as Cybertron, but just as useful in terms of collecting data. He can only copy the enemy's moves, but he moves more faster than Cybertron and is also highly trained. So he'll be a pretty formidable foe too. He'll also have that form like he did in Sonic Heroes. If you really want him to have that form, I guess I can entitle that to his character if you want to voice act him. But I don't know. Because my friends are going to have to help get me the sprites for that. Omega, EK001, the X-Elite. He won't appear till like the very end of the chapter. That's when I'm trying to plan his character to appear out. He gets created by Lightning for the purpose of being like a battle machine. And the way he works is, well, I haven't really thought of like how he's going to work or function, but I have thought of what his character is and stuff like that, and I have thought that Lightning is the one that creates him when they go into a big battle at the end of the first chapter. He is, both of his combat abilities are both stronger than Mecha Sonic and Metal Sonic. He has rocket launchers, grenade launchers, missiles, and machine guns, all that. And as for the Chow, well, it might be some extra space for people who might want to try out. So, yeah. That's pretty much all that's it. These are, if you want to, this is pretty much it for the voice auditioning. So, if you want to voice any of these characters, read through it again, you know, go back to the video if you didn't read all of it, or anything. If you have any questions, talk to me on Skype, or send me a message on YouTube, whatever. And I will be busy writing the first chapter and maybe y'all's scripts for the series once I get that done. So go pick which character you want to voice act. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all that needs to be said here. So this is more going to be like an update and a rant video together. Now, what if this is going to be about is basically, you know, update on future videos and rant on a couple of things. First, I'm going to start out with the rant. Now, recently, people will not stop judging me on videos that I have made in the past. Listen, people, I know I've not been the best YouTuber in the past. Sure, my rants have not been top-notch, or anything like that. But I would like to say that I'm at least wanting to make an effort to please you all. But some of you are not giving me the chance to. I mean, what's the point of making a video that I made, like, you know, a year ago or whatever? Now, when commentators have already basically gave their opinions and thoughts about the video, back then when I first released it, or when it was just a few weeks or maybe a month old or something, that was relevant back then. But now it's just pointless because they were made like 8 or 9 months ago, so what's the point? And besides that, any criticism or opinion is welcome. So any kind of opinion you have, whether I make a video on a character you like or don't like, or any whatever, please feel free to give any opinion on any kind on any video that I make. All opinions are welcome. So yeah, and just along with constructive criticism, I really don't care what kind of criticism you give, as long as it's criticism. I don't care what type it is. It can be harsh or sugar-coated, as long as it's helping me with my videos. Now, as for each video that I post, I would prefer criticism on my newer videos. It would make much better sense seeing how, as if every new video that I would post onto the internet, each one of them gets criticized on, which would only help me advance even farther with each video that I upload. So criticism is welcomed on my videos, any kind. So please, people, do not be scared to use any criticism or any opinions on my videos. It's all welcomed. Now, as for my voice, people, I'm going to say this one last time. This is not my real voice, nor is this an accent that I use. I'm not going to say where I live because, that's private. Only a couple of friends on my YouTube know that because we are like really close friends on YouTube. But it's not an accent, nor do I really sound like this. Any microphone that I try always ends up making my voice sound like this. So you're going to have to deal with it with each video that I make. If you don't like it, that's fine. That's your opinion. I accept that. I don't like the way I sound in my videos. I would prefer me sound the way I sound in real life. So any comments about my voice, they're just going to be deleted the minute I see them. Unless you're joking around, it's going to be deleted. Now, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. As for future videos, rants, I'm still going to be doing rants. I'm just going to post those aside and stuff like that. But don't get me wrong, I'm still going to do rants. So any rants you have planned, just hold them aside for now. I'll still be doing a couple of top 10 lists, maybe revising or maybe making new ones or something like that. So, any requests on the top 10 list, feel free to ask me. I might do a few commentaries, not much, because I'm not planning to be a commentator. What I really want to do is start doing Let's Plays and games on the computer, because I think it would be more my style. As for computer online games, I will still do more of them. So if you have a request on any computer online game, I'll check it out and see if the game... Mostly I'll test them to see if the game is good or bad, or if I suck, epically fail at it, or if I'm good, because I'm only going to play them for fun, people. I don't really care if I suck or not. And I'll, do a couple of random videos here and there. As for Let's Plays, that might be for a future thing. If I get the equipment I need, or, if I ever get a capture card or anything like that, then I will do Let's Plays. Now, how the Let's Plays will work, I might let you all choose by your own opinion, or I might choose the game, at first thought. But that will be when I start doing Let's Plays. I will make the video announcement showing the list of games at the end that I will be Let's Playing. So don't worry, you won't miss anything when I do that. As for me showing my face, I'm sorry people, I'm never going to do that. If you really want to see my face, please send me a private message about that, because I'm not going to do it on YouTube. There's only a couple of people who actually do know what I look like, and they're like really close friends, but other than that, if you have any questions, just ask me privately. Because I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it. I know I said I was going to do it for my 300 sub, but no. Now, that's pretty much all that needs to be said about that. Now, later on in some videos, if I do get the chance to, I might be making a certain series. Whether it be a Sonic Sprite series, a Sprite series in itself, or just any type of series in general. And once I do, I will be announcing voice actors, voice auditions, all that stuff. So don't be getting excited yet because I haven't started making them. But when I do, I will make announcements for those videos. So, yeah, I still got plans to do certain videos like that. And I'm also planning on doing certain Let's Watches. Now on the Let's Watches, I might not do them as much. I might do 2 or 3 of them. Now if you have a show that absolutely sucks, I might just do one on shows that absolutely suck or something. So please, feel free to give your opinion on which show you think sucks or anything like that, and I'll see what I can do. But yeah, I think that's all that needs to be said in this video. So, yeah, I guess I will see you all in my next video. And good luck, have a good day, and do whatever you all are doing. Hey everyone, I'm back. Sorry it took me so long. I was off for a while because I was having issues with my computer. Well, with my laptop. And I was using a different computer, which I couldn't record or do anything. But, quick things to notice. Yes, I was going to make a video to some of you people saying who my favorite YouTube people are. And advise you to check them out. Because the people who actually talk to me, like on my comment box, on my inbox and stuff, you guys are really cool. I really like y'all's videos, and I like how you all support me and stuff like that, and give me ideas. Even give me ideas to do rants and commentaries. I really like that, and I hope you all get good success in the future as well. Well, this is like a quick update. A few things to start out. I will be doing a couple of rants. Next one will be in the category of Sonic, and that'll be it for the Sonic thing. Maybe for a while, and then I got a couple of top 10 lists I need to do. And yeah. And that video I was going to make here, I will save it for my 200 subscribers special, or another future video. So yeah, I will be still doing that video, and all of those people who have did videos of me telling people to subscribe to me, I thank you very much. It's really helped me out a lot, so yeah. This is basically just like a quick update. I might do a quick rant, like I said, about a couple of things, followed by a commentary. And a few top 10 lists. I've already planned out my list of stuff that I need to do. So, yeah. So, that special video, I said I will save it for either my 200 subscriber special or for a later on topic. But yeah, I'll still be able to do it. So yeah, since I have extra free time this weekend, I might be making a whole lot of videos and stuff. This is basically just me going to be explaining a couple of things, like what I'm trying to plan on doing. Well, first of all, my laptop is really starting to be a piece of crap because, like, I can't download, like, any other videos, so I'm actually wanting to plan to make commentaries, but, like, I don't really have the tools for that, and I know you're saying, oh, you can download certain things. Well, every time I try downloading something, like, my laptop and stuff just messes up, or the video doesn't convert right, or something like that, so I can't do anything like, big for a while. And I want you, my viewers, to basically choose what you want me to start doing other than like rants and stuff like that, because I'm actually planning on doing things like, blogs or maybe let's talks where you can pick a certain subject I could talk about, like whether it be a person or a celebrity, and I can give my honest opinions about it, or it just be a certain YouTuber that you don't feel comfortable with, or you want me to get props for, stuff like that. And I guess I might start doing a Let's Talk series. So if you have any ideas for any other things you want me to do, post down below, because I really have been having trouble thinking about what to do, and I really don't want to be copying anybody else because, I want to be new, want to be generic, different, just like everyone else is. And really, I'm sorry I haven't been on for a while. I'm like really sick. I should be better by tomorrow, but I just decided to get this video out today because I really couldn't post it any longer. And, I really don't have any proper tools or anything like that right now. Any editing tools or anything like that as of this moment. And once I be back online, you might get some new things or anything like that. I'm actually planning on buying a new microphone, trying to get one that actually captures, like, my real voice, get better audio tone for it, and yes, I might, until then, if I don't buy one, I might just use Audacity, because yes, I do have Audacity and stuff like that, but this is just an update saying, yes, I'm still here. I've been really, really sick, and there have also been a couple of things that have been appearing, like here and there, and I just thought I need to get that covered. So if you have any suggestions on anything you want me to start doing, post down below. I am going to start doing some blogs. I am going to be doing my new thing called a Let's Talk. So if you want me to talk about anything, just leave it down below.
It's more like an update slash discussion. Now, as you can see on this picture, this is a picture of my fan character, Surge the Fox, for my Sprite series, Surge Chronicles. And that's the idea, it's supposed to be, well, Sonic characters with clothes. There are a couple of them, a few of them are recolors, but I'll have to, yeah. Basically, I'm making this video, and sorry I haven't been uploading videos as frequently as I used to. This is pretty much what this is going to be about, and I may discuss what some other things that, have been going around, or what I've been seeing and stuff like that. It's just, I've really kind of run out of content. I mean, I used to upload videos a lot more frequently because, I used to do rants and stuff, but seeing how most of them were terrible and all the stupid drama that got started, and I was just getting sick of it, so I just stopped doing them in general. I might do a couple more in the future, but those will be more of discussion videos than rant. But yeah, so I've kind of been lacking on edge with videos other than my Sprite series. I have came up with a couple of concepts of doing videos,
I am going to start Let's Plays now. Since it'll be my first time doing Let's Plays, I can't promise you what day it'll be on or when I'm going to do it. I'm just letting you all know that I am going to be doing it. But since it's my first time, and since I need to find something, easy, I was thinking of maybe doing a Pokemon game first, or maybe something, just something of what I can find. And then maybe once my first Let's Play goes well, I'll have it to where you people can choose which Let's Play I'll do. So that, and I'm also needing questions for my Q&A since I almost have 400 subscribers. I currently have 383. And I was going to do a Q&A for my 300 sub special, but during that time I was kind of in some drama and I didn't have enough time to. So if you have any questions, please ask. I will only allow up to 5 questions. Basically 3 to 5 questions at the most. So yeah, I need some questions for a Q&A. As for my other things on other videos, I'm going to be doing, top favorite. It's not going to be a specific number, just favorite moments of different video game characters that I like from whatever series. First, I'm going to be starting from the Sonic series, and I might not upload them all the time, but I will start doing, favorite moments of different characters, from whether it's an anime or video game, whatever. I'm also planning on uploading more, gameplay trailers, gameplay footages, and maybe just gameplay stuff in general. Or if you want to listen, or if you want to listen to a certain soundtrack, I could probably upload that to my channel. So yeah, I'm trying to mix things out a bit now. As for recent stuff I've recently heard the anime Bleach has been getting off the air. That's actually been the big discussion on YouTube, and seeing how Bleach is actually one of my top favorite animes. Well, it is my favorite, and my favorite character on there is Rukia. I really don't know what's happening with that. Some say it's being pulled off the air completely and that they're on their last arc. And some just say that they're holding it back or something for a while and it's going to be on like another station or something. So I don't know. But I'm just saying that I like Bleach, which is pretty much why I heard about it. So anyways, enough with that. But yeah, more episodes of the Surge Chronicles are coming, so expect to see more of those. And I'll see you next time. Bye. I'm just making quick announcements. First of all, I would like to wish all my YouTube friends a Merry Christmas. And you're very welcome to type in on the comments and tell me what you all got for Christmas. I, of course, got a lot of things, but I'm not going to say it through this video. I'm just making quick announcements. Like I said, I do have a new microphone. Tails, this picture of Tails, I'm going to be using this picture to do a lot of my commentaries with. I might switch later on, but I just think, to me, this is suitable for me to do my commentaries, since him being my favorite Sonic character and all. If I get the chance, or if I have good, I might actually do some Let's Plays. If you all want me to do Let's Plays, I'll try to see if I can. I'm not really sure, but I could either do some of the Sonic games, like I could do Sonic Colors, Sonic 4, Paper Mario, The Thousand Year Door, a lot of games. It really don't matter, but it has to be certain games that I have, though. But I don't know if I will be doing Let's Plays for sure. You're just gonna have to find that out. I'll let some of you know if I can or not, and if I can, I'll show you. And yeah, and I just really like to thank my closest friends on YouTube for always helping me and stuff like that. This is just like a little comment since it's Christmas and all, thanking all my closest friends on YouTube. And I actually feel like I'm friends in real life. I just never met the person. But anyways. And no, people, my other voice was not my real voice. I really don't sound like that. I just kind of, my voice kind of changes different depending on depending on the microphone that I have. That, yeah. So that's not how I really sound. It was the microphone. I sound different through all sorts of microphones. Don't ask why. It's just always been like that. Unfortunately, this is a good Christmas for me because every single Christmas that I've had over the years, I've been sick either with viruses or something. And this is my very first Christmas where I haven't been sick. So I'm kind of happy about that. And, well, I'm not going to try to bore you all or try to anything, but as I was a kid, I was kind of in the hospital for my first six Christmases. I did have to spend it in the hospital because I had pneumonia and stuff like that, but anyways, it's just been a wonderful Christmas for me, and I will be doing a lot of videos, so yeah, starting the new year. So anytime you want me to do a video now, I guess I'll try to see if I can do it. But like I said before, I have to know more about the subject and stuff like that.